Hello everyone, it's mysticjuicer back with some more Yomi action, and this is second round of Summer Smash 3. Myself versus CKR, some after-the-fact commentary. We've got Rook versus Zane. I picked Rook into the matchup. I was pretty confident I would see Zane show up. CKR is from long ago a Satsuki main. Has shifted significantly towards Zane in the, I wouldn't say in the recent past, but quite a while ago. I was experimenting briefly with Onimaru for a little while and really settled on Zane as his character of choice. And this is a matchup where Rook does pretty well. He's got a lot of tools that can kind of mess with Zane's game plan in a lot of important ways. Very notably, his king throw is incredibly effective when Rook is knocked down, can prevent Zane from getting really significant damage unless he does something risky by opening with a queen attack, for instance, so that he can get that big combo damage that he sort of needs to work. It undercuts me with a 2 there. Yeah, 2, a very, very good poke in neutral. Because King is so incredibly good when Rook is knocked down, they're basically never spent in a neutral position. At which point the 2 attack is the second basically the fastest poke, second fastest poke in the matchup. Rook does have Jack, which is 2.2. Which can lead into 7-8 for 19 damage, and that's pretty good as well. So that's kind of in the neutral space, Rook's Ace-Ace and Jack are particularly effective against Zane. Once he is knocked down, King and Ace-Ace are really the mix-up. Oh, it gets me with the even cross-up there. I was not willing to. I thought the king was obvious. I wanted to feel him out, whether he would be willing to either dodge or play a queen in that instance. And instead, I'm going to get hit for a lot here. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. He did miss the jack showing up, so only does 16 damage for basically 2 cards. Now the thing of this matchup is at least Rook has a lot of health, and his pokes in the neutral game are actually pretty good. The problem he has is that rock armor isn't particularly effective, as Zane does have kings and jacks that he can combo into. So kings as just an ender that will knock down and prevent rock armor from happening. And Jax, if he gets an undercut, and he's still a non-grappler, so he does have faster attacks than Rook does, is going to be able to undercut any kind of rock armor starter and lead into knockdown, shutting it down. So I am contemplating using the king here because I have 777 and 888 for power-up. So ordinarily I wouldn't, because I wouldn't have the king for later. But I am going to spend it here because I'm way behind. I need to start making some risky plays. I mean, not risky. Playing king isn't really risky. It's a little risky in neutral because if Zane decides to push a 9, attack, he's going to just obliterate you with damage. But that's pretty good. I've got a queen. Picking up a queen is fine. Again, I still want to avoid using the jack, just because having the triples is pretty great. Choosing to risk blocking with the 8, just in case he is still in build mode. I don't want to start poking with queens more than I especially have to. Again, they lose particularly badly to 2 attacks, of which I think he has spent 2 or 3 now. Yeah, so unfortunate there. Do at least get 9 damage in, so we're both at 50. We immediately start putting aces into our hands. Yeah, 50 is a pretty magical life total. So picks up 2 aces. I thought he might let it go at that, but he is actually going to confirm and get 3, so I'm going to put all 4 into my hand. This pretty much sets the tone for the rest of the set. Again, I haven't I haven't done power up for Checkmate Buster, immediately play Checkmate Buster in a long while, so I thought that he might respect AA, or go for a dodge or some kind, but he plays the conservative range. So he does the smart thing, puts me on my back, plays a 6 attack. He's only going to pay 20 health for that if he loses to ace-ace. So kudos to him, keeping his cool. I'm a little sad we didn't see fully 8 aces on the field at once. So tries to go for the even cross up there. So I am playing under the gun of Maximum Anarchy. I've got to be careful about attacking because dodging into it is still really good. But I am basically going to be playing a block through a range. That odd expression on my face is me thinking, something I'm not used to doing. Trying to figure out what adjustment I need to make. Because I definitely lost the early game. And I lost it to kind of hoping that he would respect my options. So, pretty sure I'm done here, so I am just going to play a little bit less respectfully. Try to close this out with with no ace-ace in hand. It's kind of difficult. No threat of damage. I expect, thinking about it now, he's probably still going to... I mean, I should check his discard just to confirm how many even options he still has left. Yeah, so he spent all of his 2s and all of the 6s. So I should be blocking odd 100% of the time, unless I expect a throw. And given that he has all his evens in the discard, I thought for sure he was going to go for a cheeky throw. Unfortunately, I am incorrect, and I will get exploded as a result. I think 9QAA is lethal here? Yeah, actually 9AA is lethal. Okay, chooses not to go for it. He still has plenty of remaining damage in hand. Chooses to simply deal 24, just in case I did in fact have the Joker. Yeah, no reason not to go ham here. Unfortunately, I do leave him at 11 hit points, which is just shy of reach with a normal throw, which is great sadness. And I am on 2 cards, but they could be the right 2 cards. I can try blocking. I can try to go for... The only reason I'm blocking is because I get a shot at a setup. I could get some sort of cross-up. I could pick up a 4. I could pick up another special block. If I get another special block, I can just mash that, hoping to catch Wake Up Anarchy. But I go for the block. I've played pretty ballsy in the last couple turns, so I'm hoping that he still thinks that I'm playing nuts. Unfortunately, he catches wind of it, throws me, puts me out of my misery. Yeah. type out my concession message ahead of time. So nicely played to CKR. Made that a closer game than I think I had any right to after whiffing Checkmate Buster. So imagine if I had actually played AA there. Oh man, it would have been real good. So this set goes off the rails really quickly. I decided to go for some blocks, stay conservative, try not to get blown up with big attacks. So we'll see how that works out for me. So he does have the queen, finds some good damage. Does he have the jack? He does not. So we stay in neutral. Still 20 damage off of effectively 2 cards. Pretty good. Good damage efficiency. So we're going to keep blocking. We're going to keep getting thrown. Unfortunately, now in a position where I don't have any normal blocks, so we're going to have to go a little ham in the next little while. Luckily, this is putting him on a fairly low hand. It does reveal 2 2s, so that's pretty good. Very, very minimal damage. And no, yeah, no follow-up. So we do get a normal block. So this would indicate he pretty much doesn't have any damage in hand, so we could go for throws here on the assumption that, hey, if he hits us, it's not going to deal all that much. So we're pretty safe. Luckily, we just down back, and he tries to anticipate a throw, so we get a free knockdown. Don't really have anything to combo into, so I am going to play the king here. Again, I have another king if I do get knocked down, so we'll try for something cheeky. Plays a 2, has already flipped 2, and I think he, yeah, comboed into one of them, so rapidly running low on his really good neutral poke. Pick up a single ace, so we can convert those 7s fairly soon. Could try to go for 5, 6, 7. Just gonna go back to blocking for a little while. See if we can get another normal block at least. And if we get thrown, it's not going to be a terrible situation for us. Okay, suspend some dodges. Good. The lower his hand size, the better. Ten-card hand. Starting to accumulate enough enough power for rock armor. We don't have any combos for it. We could do 5, 6, 7 rock armored with 10 and king. And the reason I'm talking about rock armor at all is because he hasn't been able to find a jack in the last couple combos. Oh, we'll find another king. That's awesome for us. We both move to 60, but he is once again knocked down. Kind of indicates he's having a spot of trouble finding anything good to play. So I could try to find a 10 here. Try to go for a 10 attack. Could also go for 5, 6, 7. Instead, we're just going to play queen. Doesn't have any 2s left. I'm going to throw away some of these 10s that aren't going to be of any use to us. Hanging on to the 10 of diamonds because I don't want to be discarding the king for rock armor. No, pick up a 4. That's pretty good. Pretty good poke in neutral. Feel pretty happy about playing that. Zane does have to respect king occasionally. So do get hit here. But we should be okay. Unless he finds a jack, we are going to be countering for 15. And we do have a slight life lead, so it should be okay for us. No, huge damage. Puts us way on our back. And solidly taking the life lead. Probably should power up in that instance just to make the king a little bit more effective, make him a little bit more incentivized to dodge. Instead, we trade 15 for 9, so not great. But we at least go back up to neutral, and we advance the game somewhat. Put him a little bit further, closer to death range. Do have the Joker, so I can go for rock armor attempt here. 24 damage, put him at 7. That's well within range of basically everything in our hand. So he is at 5 cards. Blocking is fairly likely. Dodging also effective. I'm going to face down with my normal block. I don't need normal blocks anymore. We've got all the resources we're either going to win or lose this game with. Okay, so just deals 6, no knockdown. It's fine. Still relatively okay. I should really think about powering up the 7s. Yeah. Fortunately, 7's not even the dominant throw, or not even dominant throws in the matchup. 6's either. We can threaten possibility of checkmate buster here, which might drive him to attack a little bit more. Oh, unfortunate. Pick up the 6 right afterwards. We could have had real checkmate buster online. Okay, so he does play for lethal there, and gets undercut with ace-ace, hoping to catch another Desperation Anarchy or mix-up throw. Queen is pretty good, hedges nicely against a lot of options. We do have the Joker to keep us safe. I only lose to ace-ace here. I'm going to take the risk and hope he doesn't get it. And still leaves me at 10 hit points, which is pretty good life total. Nothing except a king is going to kill immediately. And I do have the Joker still, so we're doing okay. We're not dead yet. And we can go for lethal with king. Get caught with the queen. So that's sadness. But again, we're living through this. Still have special blocks. Yeah, really hope. Yeah. 5, circling to 5 angrily. Okay, notably combos into throw and nothing else, so probably just has throws left in hand. Throws and gold burst is the possibility, because everything else is going to cost 1 combo point. So the jack is nice. 2.2 speed, very effective at this point. I don't want to let him get away with dodges, though. It's just a lot of stuff that can happen. Luckily, he tries to poke. And we will go for lethal. And find it. Yeah, so he might have drawn the 9 too late for that last combo. Or he just didn't want to spend it in case he felt I had another king left. So that one went way down to the wire, even things up at 1-1. I'm gonna try, I think I played a block. I hope I played a block. I don't know. Yeah, sorry I'm nobody. It's okay, we got we got tapes. Okay, now we're blocking normals. At last, he's coming with the swings. We have 6, 7, 8 as a combo. How do we feel? Yeah, we feel lucky. So we don't hit it, but we get normal draw, so that's okay. So pretty rare occasion. Draw another 6. So 6, 7, 8 is still on the table. Go back to blocking. So not a matchup you're ever going to see a 10 attack come out unless true desperation has hit the table, because getting undercut by a 9 is just the ugliest feeling in the world. So everything you can do to prevent that from happening is pretty keen. So both of us do not want to take the risk of throwing. Yeah, okay. Okay, so thank goodness we hit that throw, because, again, he was he was starting to poke with those high normals. Could have been a really ugly situation. So I pump with the 8 of clubs there, because I can't really save it for rock armor for the 6. No, I can. I don't know why I pump with that particular card. Maybe I'm going for... Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. It might be a setup that I want to get the 7 attack on his knockdown. But who knows? Questionable pump there. Got a little panicked. Probably just went, I don't need one of these 8s. Gotta be paying attention, playing this character. Can't be giving away any value. So there, yeah, he gold bursts my my Wake Up King. I've been a little bit too liberal with those. Give him immediate double ace. Gonna power up to make actual factual anarchy real. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not able to immediately power up for 4 aces. I'm going to try to find a cheeky throw here. If he does max anarchy me, he goes down to 6 cards. It's not immediately the worst. Yeah. Yeah, we took the risk. Yeah, if I had silent CMB, I probably would have played it there instead. That beats cheeky throw way harder. Yes, we're now we have successfully played the control matchup. All right, we got queens. We can power those up for later. So it's block or 6 attack, I think. Don't really want to play the 6 as a throw. Okay, apparently I want to throw with the 9. Wrong side there. It's okay, we can bait some damage here. Oh yeah, okay, that 9 is hitting the table, I'm pretty sure. So at the very least, we're drawing 2 cards and preventing 9 damage. Could see some more. Queen Jack. Do we have Queen Jack, or even just Jack? Okay, another 9. It's excellent for us. We're even further ahead in card advantage. Value Town is within reach. Yeah. Powering up the queens because aces are safer. I don't want to take a risk and get undercut by 2 here. I do not have the hit points to be able to justify that. And this might force more dodges and more blocks, which might give us time to assemble more aces, which will put him even further in reach. version 3 discussions happening in chat. Yeah, just pointing out some flaws. Obviously, you can't combo into Anarchy, so that's kind of a useless power. Not really, you know, it's one of those non-drawback drawbacks. Okay, so we got the knockdown. We could do 5, 6, 7. We have ace to scare him. Try to undercut a wake up something with 4 instead, if he doesn't feel like blocking. So this is 1.8 speed. It's going to beat any button that he pushes, except for king. King would literally blow us up. So he wakes up with 3, gets undercut with an even attack, which I'm sure feels fantastic. We collect our 15 damage and further ace. We can power up those 7s to get the last ace we need. Hells yeah. We do not need 7 throws where we're going. We need a dominant throw option. So we busted out our first game. We played conservative AA our second game. So I have no idea what he's expecting from us. I think I end up throwing here. Even though that's probably a death sentence. Maybe I just block, see what he'll do. Let's get some information on our opponent. Okay. Okay, so he's willing to be checkmate bustered. On that turn. So no need to spend checkmate buster when Jack will do. If we get jokered here, it's also not quite as bad. Okay, so it doesn't get much value off of the shenanigans. He can dodge into 7 free damage if he likes. Okay, gets the knockdown instead. So looking like a repeat of that first game. We have the option to once again checkmate buster on wake up. I'm going to choose to AA instead. I will trade 20 of your hit points for 10 of mine. And still have the threat of ace-ace next turn to put him at 1 hit point. I would really, really dearly love to draw a pair here and then find another pair on the next turn. Okay, so we're halfway there. So we could AA here and then AA again if we draw a 10, 9, 7, 4, 2, or 8. Just press aces all day. Every day forever. He is very safe against throw here. He cannot be killed with throw. But instead chooses to try to punish me doing anything except that, or odd block. Okay, powers up for 2 aces. So he can dodge into lethal. If we try to attack him, he can raw AA here. Although if he does, he might not have enough gas in the tank to finish us off. If he throws, we're dead. So we're going to try to counter throw 1 hit point Zane. because around here we don't learn lessons. Lessons are for other people to learn about us. So CKR does the smart thing, does the safe thing, just plays the safe button, hoping that the threat of throw into lethal is sufficiently scary that we will not special block there. So we've played pretty conservative openings in the last couple matches, so we're going to put our foot slightly on the gas. Take an early lead. Yes, no, that... Yeah. OG never clutch. Not even once. Clutch. Never. Just don't do it. We have never thrown him on knockdown. So let's change that. Smoke these twos while we've got them. I don't know why I think this will work, but luckily it does. Yeah. And we're not going to spend that 10 any other way, so let's take a massive life lead. Okay, now that we've thrown and done stupid shit for a while, let's block. Let's not explode it. Yeah, let's not get exploded by this 9 attack, please. Really happy to see that Joker. That's going to make this even more difficult for him to come back from than it already is. And just going to see what other resources he's willing to spend to try to keep us off him. It's 100 hit points to 41 right now, and we do not need to take the initiative. Pick up 3 4s, that's awesome. Immediately convert those into scary aces. Pick up the ace of diamonds because I do have 7 8. Yeah, so CKR recognizing what I'm doing here. Just sitting back now. Gonna continue blocking. Possibly the texting chat was to indicate that, hey, I'm onto your strategy, so you should definitely now protect yourself from me throwing you. And push a button into this gold burst. Yeah, I'm actually, at this point, fairly convinced that he is going to play immediate second gold burst. But luckily he 3 attacks instead, so we've got really gross rock armor setup, 7 cross-up setup here. Yeah, so we draw 4. We did 4 attack him last time, so he may expect us to play the safe option. So we're going to hit him with the 7 instead. Gonna start flexing that that odd mix-up. Deal the 21. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm nobody. Sure, everyone. The entire tapestry. Yeah. Yeah, and the rest of this set is just like this. Like, every game is just silliness. Just silly nonsense that we're doing to each other. Still working on that perfect. We can just play ace-ace here. It's really safe. Yeah. Put him at 2 hit points. We still alive. Immediate power up for oh, I know, I swear I have another ace. Totally. I promise. No, no, you don't have to check. It's fine. Bold. Yeah. Now he has to. Like everything is on his side now. It's the play of legend. It's like it can happen, therefore it has to happen. Just gonna play queen here, see if we can kill. Get hit with 50. So, you know, slightly denied the perfect, but doesn't matter. This game is still over. He merely doesn't know it yet. So I have rock armor off the 4. So why not? This is fine. We're not going to bother jokering this. We'll wait to see if he ever gold bursts again. That's the only reason I'm keeping the Joker around. Because if he gold bursts and somehow picks up enough cards to get another max anarchy, then I'm actually in trouble. And I'd like to hedge against dodge into max anarchy or like a big combo. So yeah. So it might have looked closer from the other side than that actually ended up being. But yeah, after that max anarchy, it was pretty much over. Unless he had a very, very specific set of moves, and I was just wrong over and over again. Like if he had somehow picked up jacks for the next little while, managed to duff my king, but narp. 'Twas not to be. Okay, so we played like a goof last opener. Throw, cross up 7. I threw the game for you. I appreciate it. We take those. I will absolutely take pity games. Rook needs all the help he can get. Yeah, CKR is a treat. Really like playing this guy. He's been a nightmare for me way back, from the earliest time I joined the Yomi community competitively. He has been the mini-boss who has defeated me, sent me back to delete my save file, throw my disc across the room in frustration. Usually in most single-day, like single-limb tournaments, I would encounter him round 2, and then he would just body me. And then, for a little while, it was really weird. Like the Yomi community is small enough that you would think that you would fight like a lot of people at different times, but because of time zones and the kinds of tournaments people sign up for whatever reason, like people just play the same person like over and over and over again. I think I'm Nobody and Master Blaster have played like 9 times in tournament. It's ridiculous. And yeah, see, that's just the way it's worked with CKR. Like I've played him, I think this is our 4th or 5th tournament set. So the last time we met was fairly close. It was Rook Zane for a while, and then in the last game it was the ace match, and I switched to Grave, and he absolutely curb stomped my Grave. So from that, I have learned that I will simply stick in this matchup. I have developed, in spite of how absolutely stupid these matches have been, and how with zero chill I have been playing them, I did learn a little bit about how this matchup is played. So, I'm hoping it'll go better for me. It is very back and forth right now. We're both. I feel like at this point we're both very much outside of conservative play. we are definitely both taking big risks, big bold moves to try to assert our dominance in the matchup. And yeah, those are the matchups that can be really fun. Undercut with the 2 again. It's like his 2s have like they're queen seeking. Oh my god, that's actually a really good shenanigans for me. I'd be really happy if he didn't have double ace, but at least that's 3 aces out of the game. That's still brutal. My god. So much damage. So now it's his turn to absolutely curb stomp me. I'm just unable to get anything going here. So time to go back to conservative land. Block another 2 attack. My god, please. So many 2s. So rapidly coming into a situation where I want to assemble as many as many pairs and triples as I possibly can so that I can try to get back in this game with AA and Checkmate Buster mix up. Yeah, 2s are MVP, definitely. And like for some reason it's basically all queens. I think it's like 80% queens that he's poked at with 2s, and then like some 4s as well. So immediately as soon as I go back to blocking, catches me with a throw. Flips a jack. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, not looking good. This game is all but over. Even big moves aren't going to save me now. So try to drag it out as long as I possibly can. Knockdown and at 6 hit points. Okay, we pick up our 4th 9. That's pretty good. Given that I'm at 6 hit points, he hasn't played any 6s and he's played a lot of 2s. I expect the 6 attack and do block correctly, thank goodness. So we're gonna get aces, we're gonna threaten Checkmate Buster and not have it. And we're gonna mash that button so that he thinks that... Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, we are gonna have it. Forgot that I had a pair of 4s as well. Okay, do we do it? Do we immediately press Checkmate Buster? There's really no reason for us to press the 5, so if we're blocking, we're normal blocking. There's really nothing we can get with normal block. So we just die. At least we died having played Checkmate Buster. There was basically no escaping that. If he had any more kings, that was pretty much over. Even normal blocking. Yeah, I am nobody making the read on the correct play. But you said the thing. Yeah, I'm choosing to blame I'm nobody on that one. Yeah, CKR playing to lose combat to the obvious good move, just to hedge against everything else. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely your fault. Yep. So hoping that will throw him off the scent. I am, in fact, not going to play Checkmate Buster ever again in this set. Hopefully, announcing that in chat will make him think that I'm joking. Nice. Finally catch something with a jack. I don't know what it is. Like, I never seem to draw jacks in this matchup. Unless it's a situation where the jacks are just not useful at all. Raziak actually came over to Toronto a little while ago. I guess a couple of months now. On his way to a Smash event. And we got to play some in-person Yomi. And he was blocking so much in neutral. And at the end of our sets... He was like, "You never played Jack in neutral." I was like, "I never drew Jack." Like, trust me, I know it's a good button. I wish I could play it. I really do. I'll try to draw them harder next time. But what I did seem to draw in our match was just an infinite series of special blocks, which turned out to be quite good. So can't complain. Can't complain. You play the cards you're dealt. So I'm blocking with the 2 rather than the 9s because the 9s are more powerful and more valuable to me as power-up fodder. And this is looking like a repeat of the game just before last where CKR put himself just into an awful, awful position. So we don't have much in the way of anything here. I could go for a cross-up attempt, but I think a poke is more likely, so I'm going to try to undercut with a jack. Should have just blocked some more. Get put on my back. So I am gonna, I think, at this point, immediately power up the 9s. Oh no, okay. I promise you there's a situation I'm remembering where I power up the 9s, or I power up for ace-ace just to threaten ace-ace, and then king throw him anyway. Throw him off the scent. So trading 15 for 6 is absolutely fine, especially since it's like a mini joker, prevents all that combo damage we would have taken otherwise. Now we power up the 9s for aces. Yeah, this set was a brawl. Like my brain absolutely turned off like 2 minutes ago. I'm just I'm just trying desperately not to get exploded, while also trying to play as disrespectfully as I think I need to. Ton of fun playing this set, and I have to give kudos to CKR for sticking it out with Zane. I mean, he's putting on quite a good performance here, so I can't blame him for sticking in it. But I do appreciate it, because it's not often you don't get counterpicked in Yomi. Especially in an important tournament. Summer Smash is pretty prestigious. A lot of people, you know, it's once a year event. You want to do well. You don't want to give up free wins. We've got to pull out all the mind games. So he did. He in fact did. Just wasn't brave enough. Yeah, so here's where we make our declarative statement. There we go. Okay, there's that value. There's that value special block. Now, unfortunately, we don't have anything to combo this into. Yeah, I'm actually surprised at I'm Nobody's statement there. I didn't actually I thought I played, like, Checkmate Buster way less than most rooks do, but apparently that's incorrect. Maybe I have just a very different sense. I don't know why this 5 attack. Like, if I'm going to be attacking here, I should be attacking with the 7. 7 at least leads into 8. This just okay, yeah, saved by top deck queen. Thank goodness. Don't tell anybody. Don't spread this video around, guys. It's not funny, okay? That's not cool. That was absolute total top deck. That could have been really awful. Getting 7 cross up, like, so here's the thing about cross up attempts in this matchup. If he wakes up with a 2, it doesn't matter if I played a 5 or a 7, and he's probably not going to wake up with anything except like a 2 or a king, and those also don't care about 5 or 7. So if I think he's blocking, I should just 7 attack. Like, I'm not really hedging against anything if I 5 instead. I suppose if he tries to 3 poke if he doesn't have a 2, but I don't know. So we still have Checkmate Buster. Luckily, we also drew king. Unfortunately, we had lethal there. I thought dodge was more likely, frankly. So I'm not too mad about throwing the king there. He is now in lethal to chip range, and I just drew a joker, so I don't really care about dodges anymore. So we can just ace here. You could go for a throw as well. Because of the joker, I'm safe, so I can just do normal throws instead. Get poked. Yeah. Might as well play the Joker here. It does flip an ace, so really well-timed Joker. Might not have the other ace, but always nice when you see the shenanigans flips after the fact. And big damage hits the table. Big game, you know, getting back into damage. Hashtag game getting back into. It's my favorite alt prog band from Chechnya. Those guys do work. Draw the other Joker. Just ace this man. Just ace this man. For the love of God, yes. Okay, good. We didn't drop all the spaghetti everywhere. So, ace match time. This is where I'm expecting a counterpick if he's going to do it. But CKR does do the honorable thing, the perhaps nonsensical thing of sticking in the matchup. I mean, hey, the stars absolutely do not lie. He's been playing it really well, and he's been playing to tilt. He's been tilting me. I've been V-triggered. And so, of course, you know, after that exciting set, we just go immediately to block 5 times in a row. Game 7 blocking. Goon mode deactivated, yeah. Now we both realize that, oh, holy shit, wait, no, this is a tournament match? We actually do want to win this, turns out. It's like, hey, we've been having fun, guys, but seriously, I want to kill you. And the only way I'm going to do that is by playing an incredibly conservative range of block poke. There we go. Get rid of one of those pesky 2s. Get a nice draw off of that. Got a ton of good cards. Well, we've got a ton of cards, and we've got some aces, so that counts. We've got some aces in potentia with the triple 8s. Okay, do not catch counterpoke here. He has gone back to blocking, sensing that I am not willing to throw. Until just now, or not. He is at 9 cards in hand. So, counterpoke. Yes, okay, we avoid taking a billion damage. We're going to give him the slap chop or 7-8. I probably like the 10 attack more here. Okay, no, going for the 7-8s instead. More damage. More damage is more better. I don't disagree. We still have the 2 pairs of 8s. Oh, nice. Pair of 10s. So we can power up the 10s instead. See if we can hedge against high normal and throw range here. He is on a high card hand. So the potential is there. Do catch a 5. Do not get saved by top deck queen. I'm going to take a moment just to give him the impression that I'm thinking about it. Very happy to see the one of the jokers disappear. Really glad I didn't play into that. So gives me an indication that his hand might be more awkward than it seems. Might not have as many jacks as he wants. So I am going to go for the throw. Get lit up with a 7 attack. Go for the joker here. Yeah, we've got a nice substantial lead, so the pressure is kind of on him to go in a little bit. Hopefully we can catch a combo, and we do. Draw the king. Okay, so I saved the secret technology for the ace match, so we're going to power up for a single ace. And because we're not playing AA this next turn, we can afford to pick one that's rock armor relevant. pick up a diamond for the 8. And we are going to king our way up here. Try to catch a dodge or a throw. Well, yeah, dodge or a block. So we do catch the block, cementing a further lead. So we're sitting pretty. He's still got a fair amount of cards in hand. But unfortunately for him, it seems like they are not at all the right cards. So it puts him at 37. Quite the life differential. We're going to try to get some more value here by blocking a wake-up poke, and we catch a 2. So it puts him right back down again, and we've got an advantage state here. Pretty much guaranteed that I'm going to be going in on this. Immediately powers up for 2 aces. Okay, powers up for 3 aces. And at this point, I'm just going to go for the cross-up attempt. Because I don't care if I get hit by Anarchy. There's really no risk to me if he plays Anarchy there. It puts him at a 2-card hand, and then I will just outvalue him for the rest of the game and kill him. So he's in a tough spot. He can't play Anarchy, but he also has to play Anarchy. Yeah, so I was expecting it there just to try to close it out. He picks an excellent time to throw because I'm now in a position where he's lethal to king and ace-ace. So the temptation is for me to just sit back and see if he wants to kill himself by playing Anarchy into that to that particular combo. Power up for more aces. So the only thing this ace loses to is Anarchy, and as I said, even that doesn't really lose because I've got 2 more aces and he's at 13 hit points. And even if he Anarchies me, I'll be at 28, and that's quite a fine life total for me to be at. So I missed the checkmate buster, just fine. I will face down just in case, make him think about it. I think there's pretty much a 100% chance that he is going to Anarchy here. Oh, okay. Save myself from 50, so we extend that a little bit longer. I do have a pair of 9s, so if I pick up another 9, I've got even more aces at my beck and call. So go for the cheeky throw there, because again, not worried about Anarchy, kind of worried about getting thrown more. Okay, so Anarchy wasn't real. He now has only 4 aces in hand. And whatever he draws this turn. I am going to 3-block here just in case. Draws a throw, it's fine. He can't really follow this up. He needs 50 damage. Oh yeah, right, he gets shenanigans, so he's going to be able to deal 15 here. Maybe this was closer than I thought? Yeah, he puts me at 54. So same situation. So I guess, yeah, this was closer than I thought, but the situation's still fairly accurate. He's going to be basically on 2 cards, and I have a jack and a king in hand after this combat. Yeah, so... Oh, that's right. Yeah, he never ended up playing it. So I chip him out. I managed to take the set on that. And... yeah, I felt okay playing the aces there because even if he did put me at 4, I still had jack in particular and king, so I was in a situation where I probably was in a really good situation to take the rest of that game, the rest of that set. So, but yeah, I mean, still a tense match and really well played by CKR. I know he was he mentioned in the forums he was particularly upset at that loss. Yeah, he was upset with himself. I mean, it always sucks when you die with lots of aces in your hands, especially when you get chipped out. So, too bad, too bad. So CKR is eliminated, or no, he goes to losers bracket. I move on in the tournament, and I will bring you more episodes of me in this tournament later. Until then, enjoy yourself some Yomi. Peace.